This is complete politics with Chukuma Okoro. Take a listen.
Look, if you ask me, Donald Trump has saved Nigeria from a very big problem. Because I know for sure that, look, the Christians were already getting tired.
Okay, Barrister, talking about Rwanda and how America stood back and the world stood back and allowed Rwanda
to happen. Yes.
Rwanda was more like an ethnic conflict. It wasn't religious based, just like the case in Nigeria is. Trump is smoking fire apparently because according to him, Christians are being killed. It's Christian genocide.
Yes.
So that seems to be the difference.
No, it's not. Religious persecution against a particular group. When you are a Christian, you are a worshipper of Christ. So, it's the same thing when the Hutus and the Tutsis were fighting.
Okay.
It has to be targeted by a particular group of people, either on religious or ethnic basis.
Okay.
That's the issue here. So, if Christians are targeted and it has been confirmed, why should anybody now misinterpret it? You mean we should, the whole world should watch while the killing goes on? In fact, it's an indictment on the federal government. A serious indictment because they were watching when these things were going on and we have been shouting it over here. There is no time I had opportunity that I don't make reference to this killing, especially in Benue and Plateau, where the owners of the land, indigenes of the land, are living in IDP camp, while foreign terrorists have overtaken their village as we speak. So those villages that are taken, is it Hausa village or Fulani village? I have told you here, go and show me one Fulani man that is IDP camp in Plateau or Benue. Just one Fulani man. You know it's not possible. From there, you now know who is doing the killing. Who is doing the killing? It's obvious. It's just that they have tried several ways to cleverly cover it, but it cannot be covered.
Okay, it cannot be covered. Barrister, this I'd like for us to talk more about this country of particular concern. This resignation, because I also understand that. Do you think there's a likelihood that Trump might attack Nigeria?
The man have already told the war secretary.
Peter Hegseth.
Yes, to prepare the battle plan.
You know why I asked you this question?
They cannot waste all that time.
Barrister, why I asked you this question? It's not only in Nigeria that Christians are persecuted. We have countries like Pakistan. Christians are persecuted. We have countries like China, Iran, Burma, and others where Christians are persecuted. And all these countries that I mentioned are also countries that come under the CPC list in the United States of America. Trump has not attacked any of these countries
because
on the strength of Christian genocide. So what gives you the impression that he'll do it in Nigeria?
Good. Those countries you mentioned, there was no targeted killing among them.
No, there are.
No, seriously. The only thing is that they deny them certain privileges in those countries. But to say that a militia group from a Muslim side was targeting them and eliminating them, no.
Okay.
It wasn't up to this magnitude. I said, go and show me any other state in the north, that is called north, that terrorists have taken over swaths of land in their state and then occupied it. It's only in Benue and Plateau, which are purely Christian states on record. Why should that be? And when they have gained that, they will now continue to spread. And you see what they do. When they attack like this and kill scores of people, they will keep quiet for a while. The moment the uproar dies down, they will go again. Like this thing now, you can see that since this CPC thing came up, they have kept quiet. No mass killing again. Abi, we have not heard of any mass killing in those people, in those states. Does that tell you something? That will tell you that these guys, they are well, indoctrinated into what they are doing. They know what they are doing.
Okay.
So they are bidding their time now. Immediately this thing died down now, and maybe they hear that Donald Trump has said, okay, we may not attack again, and you will see they will come back.
Okay.
They will come back.
Okay, so that will essentially give Trump the casus belli, the reason for war to come to Nigeria and protect Christians. You think it's going to happen?
Of course. Look, yes. they are going to make that mistake, because if they are going somewhere and they have not gotten where they are going, do you think they will stop? This thing will not stop except there is actual attack that will now make both their sponsors and their paymasters and their principals to say, look, this is no longer a joke.
Barrister, a lot of Nigerians believe that, look, what Trump gave out is just a soundbite. Soundbite in the sense that, well, he's just trying to create some kind of panic, that Nigeria is particularly not of interest to the United States of America, especially in the northern part of Nigeria where Christians have been slaughtered. They also cite instances where, well, that the U.S. has interest in the south, probably in the Niger Delta, in the south, and that nothing is going on there in case of the targeted attacks on Christians, and that Trump will never come here, because in the north, where these things are happening, that America's interest is not in jeopardy and all of that. You don't agree with them?
No, I don't. The people that are saying this, they miss the track. These guys are spreading down here.
Okay.
It is the south that you have Christians mostly, especially in the southeast, that are 99.9% Christians. Other regions may have, skeletons of Muslim Christians, but in the southeast, and these guys are spreading. They are coming here. Are you going to wait until the head is up before you react?
Barrister, I heard that the federal government is putting together that they have gone back to fish out the list that was sent from the UAE, and that they are going to try and prosecute those people. Is there a likelihood that that will happen?
Of course, all the things that they refuse to do, they are going to do it now to avoid this strike. Look, for America to even do what they are planning to do is an indictment on the government of Nigeria, because they can't even reply America. They don't have the capacity to retaliate. You understand? Nigeria will just be like a sitting duck. Which ammunition do you have to respond to American attack? Do you have it? One B-52 bomber can wreck our military arsenal. One B-52. I'm talking of a plane that was produced with $20 billion. You need to see this particular plane in action. You ask yourself, which monster created this thing? Mr. Okoro, that particular war plane, anti-radar, anti-weather, and anti-missile. So where are you going to stop it?
But Barrister, when you talk about
it will circle this country twice and everything will just crumble.
Okay,
twice.
It will circle this country twice and everything will just crumble. Barrister, when you talk about retaliation, we hear people like Asero Dokubo say, Trump, you don't have to come here, because if you come, you go home with a bloodied nose. You are going to fight back and all. You don't believe that? Asero, he has a military company. You think he can't put up a fight against Trump and the American military?
Put up waiting. What Asari Dokubo is using, who produced it? No,
Barrister, does it matter?
Who produced it? He's using catapult to compare with what we are talking about. I said he is using catapult. Mr. Okoro, were you not here when Israel tested their tech war, tech weapon? By deploying it on
Barrister, I think we should take Dokubo serious, and a lot of people too. Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi was on this station early last week, and he said that the threat by Trump will only jeopardize the lives of Christians, and that Muslims will respond in kind against Christians. Trump tries to harm
that means
a single Muslim.
That thing
you don't share that sentiment.
That thing they are trying to avoid, it will not happen. The religious war that may lead to separation. The Igbos their leg is out because of the treatment they are receiving in Nigeria. You think if such a thing break out, they will not use that opportunity to say we are going. And what will you do?
Barrister, why I say that we should take people like Gumi and Dokubo seriously, I want us to go back in history. Where has America gone to war in the past 50, 70 years and they won that war decisively? I'm asking. They went to Vietnam. They left with a bloodied nose. They went to Korea. What they ended up doing is dividing the North and South. Up until this moment, there doesn't seem to be peace in Vietnam. They went to Afghanistan. They ran away. They cut and ran. Where did they go to? They went to Somalia. They were disgraced. They went to Bay of Pigs. They were disgraced. Barrister, can you point to, in Libya, what is going on in Libya? Barrister, can you point to any war in the past 70 years that America has gone into and won decisively? Just one. So why would this one be a different case?
Now, all you said here is all about ideological war.
Barrister, these wars were not ideological. They were ground physical wars.
No. Ideological. That's why you have North and South Korea. And North is a communist state. Is that not true?
Good. But Barrister, it wasn't just ideological. It was a physical war.
I said...
Okay, how about Vietnam?
What they went for is ideological war. That means the type of political...
Barrister, what happened in Afghanistan?
Is it not the same thing?
Was it ideological?
Yes, they were not supporting America. And America said, okay, since we don't want, they left. It would have been a different thing if America was doing something to help them. And
Barrister, you know why I'm asking this question? You know that if you talk about Afghanistan, the Taliban gave America... Joe Biden ran away from Afghanistan.
Because the people were not cooperating now. They were even...
You think that these people will cooperate here? We see people like Shegumi saying, look, Trump, don't try, don't come.
Ms. Okoro, in this particular case now, Christians are going to back America because he came to help them. That's the truth.
Okay.
So whatever the Muslims are doing, it will not hold any water. Rather, the Christians that I know that are much will now say, okay, in that case, we are going. Yes, they will divide this country. That's what is going to happen. That is what is going to happen, just like they have in North and South Korea. The Christian part and the Muslim part. That's the truth. So there's no way America will come here and lose out. No, it's not possible.
It's not about America losing out. It's about what happens to the Nigerian people.
Is it not the same?
So, okay, you don't share these concerns that it might get into a war that will last as long as 10, 15, 20 years.
It's not possible. For what? Okay. Who will challenge them?
How long did the Afghan war last?
No. Who will challenge
them? When Afghanistan drove away Soviet Union from Afghanistan.
The moment the Christian...
Barrister, what is going on in Iraq? Is there peace in Iraq?
Did you hear any noise there? Since after Al-Qaeda was taken down, did you hear anybody making noise? And then Saddam Hussein was taken out.
Oh, you think there's peace in Iraq?
Who have been making noise?
Barrister, is there peace in Libya?
Look, all these things you are pointing at is the internal matter of the people. Like, if they have been killing and all that, America will come in. Are you getting what I'm saying? They decided to do what they are doing because that's what they want. And America cannot interfere in such a situation. But whereby there is massive killing of a particular religious group and all that, or a group of people, America will come in and stop it. Yes, they will do that. That's the truth.
Okay, so Barrister Darlington, you welcome America into Nigeria. Guns are blazing.
110%, because the government have shown that they don't have the capacity to stop these terrorists. Ms. Okoro, if Tinubu have taken action against that man that threatened his own wife...
Barrister, talking about, has America stopped ISWAP?
Where is ISWAP holding swear? They can't threaten America today now. They can do all this in all these smaller countries.
Okay.
But why not tell me that have America defeated the terrorists in their country? I will take you serious.
Okay.
No, mention one terrorist that entered America and operated for 24 hours. Mention one. America, you know it's not possible. They can be doing all this in all these smaller Muslim states and all that. That does not. But when it comes to
exactly what they are doing in Nigeria. So people are asking, what is America's interest in Nigeria?
They are killing Christians, and Donald Trump is
Nigeria the only place where Christians are killed?
In fact, that is the only place they are killing them. They are killing them in numbers.
Okay.
That's the only. Tell me any other place. You may have skirmishes here and there. Tell me another place where people were sacked from their villages, and then the non-state actors now occupy the villages like terrorists from foreign countries. Where is it done? Tell me.
Okay, now